This is such an important conversation to have at this time. And our lives are impacted, all three of us, in so many ways. First of all, Mark, Paul, people don't realize that you're from a mixed race family as well.
Yeah, surprise.
they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
What? The blonde-headed kid that we grew up with is mixed. Yeah. My mother is Indonesian and my father is Dutch. Yeah. And yeah, there she is. That's not my nanny.
Mom.
That's not my nanny, you know, which is...
Okay, I love that you said that because my son is very fair-skinned and someone said, you just wait until you're called his nanny.
It happens all the time. I have, one of my daughters is dark and my wife is light. And yeah, you sort of get those looks of who is this woman? Yeah, right there. Who is this woman
Beautiful
with her?
Family.
Thank you. I, fortunately and unfortunately, didn't have this conversation growing up because of the way I look. So I never had to sort of explain what I was. I was just Mark Paul, and I didn't have to explain, like, I'm half Indonesian and have this conversation, which we're having on Mixedish.
And Tika, in the first episode I saw, that was the big pivotal moment where the children, they've lived in a kind of utopia, and they go to the real world, a public school, and the first question they're asked is, what do you mix with? What are you?
Right. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think this show is about identity and otherness and not feeling like you're part of this space. Like we're coming from, so the premise is we're coming from a, not a cult.
A commune.
A commune. And we're coming from a commune where we lived in a utopia.
Like a hippie.
Yeah, there was no race, there was no color.
But our characters went there to run away from
the time where, you know, we were in this space.
Wasn't accepted.
Yeah, black and white wasn't accepted. And so now we're kind of thrusted into this other world of like the real world. And you know, there's a space in there where I talk about it's different for the kids, but it's also different for a black woman. I can't be like he is anywhere in the world like he could be.
Yeah.
So I think it's an interesting topic that we're tackling.
When you first read the script or heard about it, did you think, oh, this is perfect because it does hit close to home?
Yeah, I mean, when I read the script, first of all, I was like, can you have me, please? And, you know, I do a lot of drama. So, but yeah, I have a mixed race daughter. I'm with my fiance who's white. And I was a little worried about how to explain things to my daughter when she gets older. But this has definitely made it a little easier. And it doesn't have to be so heavy-handed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It is a comedy, and it's such a fun show. And I love that at one point, I don't want to give too much away because you got to watch it. But at one point in the episode I saw, they show all of the popular cultured mixed race people. And you've got Drake, and they're showing Barack Obama, and why this show fits our times now.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the things we're talking about that were happening back then are definitely relevant to today. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah. You know, in '85, there were topics then that I thought we've evolved from. But then you look back and you go, wow, we really, it's been a slow progression, but we're still dealing with the same things. We're still dealing with race. We're still dealing with gender equality.
Identity.
And that's the thing, again, I think you make the great point, Tika, that yes, this is Mixedish and it does focus on race, but it is anytime you are otherized, anytime you are made to feel that
you don't belong
you are,
in space.
Exactly, and you said this show helped you with your parenting of your own daughter.
Yeah, for sure. You know, for me, my daughter's only 3, but I think—
Oh my gosh, look at this picture. I can't.
My daughter's only 3, but I want her to be accepted for who she is, not who her parents are.
Yeah.
And I want people to love her, and my first job is to protect her. And so I didn't know what I was gonna say to her, but now I get advice from the kids. You know, I ask them for advice, and you know, Peter Saji, who's the creator, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use these words, you know. And even for my own life, you know, I work in his father's law office on the show. And who's played by Gary Cole, and I'm the only black woman who's there. So even in that space, feeling othered, you know, and having a full story about.
And also, I think it's so cool that it is, as I said, the spinoff. I mean, from my day and age, I'm obsessed with Norman Lear and all the spinoffs that came from Archie. And now you see these spinoffs coming from Blackish and the connective tissue of these great family shows.